Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I am Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about channeled messages from your future spouse. As you guys may know, every single month I record an energy update on this reading, and yeah, today is the day for April. So, my dear, as always, I have three piles you can choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is gonna be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? What do you need to know? First of all, my dear, let's start straight away with your reading. I have your candle right here, so let's light it up for you guys. As always, my dear, please give me a moment and then let's see what messages we have for you regarding the question, what channeled messages your future spouse has for you, what they would like to share with you. Let's see. The first thing, my dear, this is very sweet. The first thing your future spouse would like to share with you, and this is exactly how I heard it. I heard, if only you would see yourself the way I see you. Now I understand, yeah, I immediately understood what your future spouse meant with this. When your future spouse sees you, my dear, I'm hearing they're looking at the embodiment of beauty. For them, you are exactly their type. And you know what's also very interesting? I know it has nothing to do with the reading, but look at this card. I don't know why when I saw this, when I said this, I saw this. Do you see? And it doesn't matter who you are, this is not gender specific, by the way, but still, I really feel like there could be a connection here. When I said this, I saw this card and I was immediately drawn towards this woman and the beautiful dress she's wearing. And I just thought this was very fitting to what I was receiving. So, and I know why, but it feels very majestic to me. It feels very elegant to me. So this could be connected to your reading. Maybe your future spouse, when they see you as someone who is very majestic and very elegant. You know, you are embodying a kind of beauty that I'm hearing is very timeless, and your future spouse genuinely, my dear, is very, very attracted towards you. So yeah, this is definitely something that they would like to share with you, that's for sure. And I also feel like your future spouse is someone who's gonna be pretty vocal. If you already met your future spouse, you may know it. There's someone who likes to compliment you a lot. But what I'm getting is that, yeah, definitely someone who likes to compliment you. They enjoy it very, very much. Anyways, let's go back. What else can we get for you guys? Let's see, let's see. Your future spouse wants you to know that the waiting is coming to an end. This is what I heard. The waiting is coming to an end. You have been very patient regarding something in your life. It could be connected to your guys' relationship, but it could also be connected to something totally different, you know. I see it's definitely something that's taking quite a lot of energy from you, something that you are greatly focused on. And yeah, you may have been waiting maybe to manifest it or to get some kind of results in that area of your life. And the message from your future spouse here regarding, yeah, this aspect of your life is the waiting, yeah, the waiting is coming to an end. Your future spouse wants you to know that your relationship is something that they truly treasure. And your relationship is something that I'm hearing no one can come in between us. Your future spouse is very protective of your guys' connection. They're very protective of your guys' relationship, and they want you to know that. They're not taking this lightly. They're not taking the relationship lightly. So this is something that is genuinely very, very important to them, and I'm hearing they're keeping close to their heart. They're keeping you close to their heart. My dear, your future spouse loves you. They love you very, very much. I love when I do these kind of readings and I'm getting so much love coming through, because although I'm just here the messenger, of course, and I'm delivering these messages to you, it is still so beautiful to witness this energy, you know, being for someone, getting these kind of energies for someone. It's just, it's such a wonderful thing. It's like channeling love, you know, and I love this so, so much. I hope, Pile One, you're feeling this love, because I can tell you it is very much, okay? It is a lot of love that your future spouse has for you. Your future spouse, my dear Pile One, another thing that I would like to share with you is there is something in your life which you will soon, I'm hearing, change your perspective on. What is this about? Can we get more information? Something in your life that maybe you are, as you're watching this reading right now, maybe you're looking at it a certain way, but you will learn to look at it differently, I'm hearing. What is this about? They're not sharing with me what this is. Maybe you're not supposed to know yet. But it could be, for example, maybe a situation you're experiencing right now, or maybe even a work situation. It could even be connected to love, of course, because this is a love reading, but they're not sharing it with me. That's something I can share here. Unfortunately not, but something in your life that, yeah, that you will soon look at differently. Your future spouse, my dear, they would like to share with you that you're safe with them and you will always be safe with them. And this is something which is so, so important to your future spouse. Knowing that you trust them and you know that they're keeping you safe. I'm hearing it's my duty. It's my duty to keep you safe. This is something they may say or they may express to you, but yeah, they definitely put your security and safety on a very high priority here. Your future spouse could be someone who naturally likes to take on the role of the protector, or someone, and this is not gender specific, it doesn't matter who you're asking about, but this could just be something that they like to do, or something that once again comes natural to them, because I am getting quite a lot of protection and protective energy coming from them directed to you. And once again, the safeness. If you are someone who truly values this aspect of feeling safe with a significant other, then this is definitely something that your future spouse will deliver or offer you. And hey, maybe this is also another reason. Maybe they will get to know that this is very important to you. So it becomes even more important to them that they can show you, that they can give you that, they can make a safe space for you, kind of. I'm hearing carefree. When you will be with your future spouse, you will maybe even discover a new side to yourself, a new side which, honestly, I feel like it is somehow connected to your inner child, even your inner child being expressed. A very carefree and light-hearted side to yourself. And this comes forward because of this safety that you feel. A side of you that you won't just open up to anyone, but truly in a space that you feel not only comfortable in, but you feel safe and secure. And yeah, and this is definitely something your future spouse will give you, a safe and secure space. Okay, this is very random, but there is going to be one activity that you and your future spouse are going to do on a daily basis that I see you guys doing. Um, yeah, let me give you guys some examples here. Because it could, of course, be different to every and each one of you, what you would like to do with your future spouse on a daily basis. Because, of course, people like all kinds of different things, right? But for example, for some of you guys, it could be yoga together. For others, it could be maybe hiking together. For others of you, it could be something totally different. But there is one specific thing that's kind of like, I'm hearing a ritual that maybe you like to do on the weekends together, because it, allows you guys to maybe enjoy a common hobby together, or it's just a great way for you guys maybe to connect or bond. But that's what I'm seeing here. Something both of you guys are gonna enjoy pretty much. It's all about enjoyment. It's not like one of you guys hates it and the other one just enjoyed, or both of you guys hates it. No, I really feel like you both enjoyed very, very much, and this makes it even more enjoyable to do it together. This is so interesting. It's kind of like your future spouse is giving me a lot of different glimpses into your relationship, which I think has also happened in my last channeled messages from your future spouse reading, if I'm not wrong. This is interesting. I feel like more and more people, come into these channeled messages from your future spouse readings wanting to know more about their relationship rather than channeled messages from their future spouse, kind of. Which, of course, I mean, I put the intention into the reading, but at the end of the day, the energy is gonna come forward the way, it's supposed to. And I feel like a lot of you guys also are coming forward with your own intentions here, regarding what messages you want to hear. Another thing, my dear pal one, your future spouse wants you to know that they will take certain things in their relationship slow, but they want you to know that it is not because they don't want to immediately, jump into this relationship with you and just experience it all with you. They pretty much desire it. You don't even, like, you can't even imagine how much they desire it. But they're doing it on purpose. They will slow this energy down a little bit because they think it is the smartest thing to do for your relationship. Because they want to build this relationship on, once again, this element of security and safety we've been talking about, right? I really feel like your future spouse, my dear Palawan, they may take this relationship slow so that you guys can build it, slow and steady, kind of. Although I'm I'm seeing that internally there's something totally different happening. I mean, they're feeling so many different things for you and they would like to jump into it and experiencing it all with you, but it's kind of like they're restraining themselves because they understand long term, to ensure that you're building a very secure foundation, taking your time, to to build a firm foundation. It is maybe smarter for your relationship. Yeah, so your future spouse definitely takes this very serious and they take you serious. You're important to them. They will not want to, make a mistake or jump into something so that it maybe ends, but they really want to be mindful when it comes to approaching you and approaching this relationship. So, this is why it's so important to them to go slow and steady, even against what they actually would like to. The attraction could be high, right? The relationship, like, the chemistry, the chemistry between you guys could also be pretty intense, but still, it's kind of like their practical mind will tell them, no, if this is gonna become something serious, then you should take it slow. And they will. And well, they want to let you know that that's why they're gonna take it slow. Not because they don't desire you as much as you think, because they definitely do, but because they think it could be better for your relationship long term to give it time in the beginning, okay? To get to know each other and all that. Yeah, this is a pretty important message from them to you. And I hope I've delivered it the best way possible, but it is, yeah, pretty important. I feel like it is a message that truly comes from their heart space for your better understanding. All right, my dear pal one, this is actually all I have for you guys for today. I'm not receiving any more messages. If you would like, my dear, to claim this energy as yours, let's go with a rainbow emoji. Drop a rainbow emoji in the comment section below if you would like to claim this energy as yours. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my dear. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse. What do you need to know, my dear? Let's start straight away with your reading. Let me light up your candle. All right, so let's see. As always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment and then let's see. What messages do we have for you? What channeled messages from your future spouse? What do you need to know? Wow, this is so sweet, you guys. The first thing I heard was, "You are my strength." Oh, this is very sweet. Yeah, as I'm saying this, I can literally feel like a burst of energy. I really feel like my dear pile too. Something your future spouse would like to share with you here is that you are their peace and you are their strength. Whenever they come back to you, like for example, let's just say this person is coming back from work, and from the moment that they step into the house or into the apartment and they see you, it's kind of like they're already being charged with energy. It's kind of like you are their safe space, honestly. I feel like you have such a huge influence on your future spouse, and this is something that you will see very, very much firsthand, of course. And I really feel like when your future spouse is in your presence, they are fully present. They're not mentally somewhere else, or they're not thinking about tomorrow or about the past. No, when this person is with you, they are with you. And this is something that, yeah, you will see, and you will feel very appreciated with your future spouse. They will make you feel very special. This is something I am getting very strongly here. And as I was saying, for them, one second, I'm receiving a message. Yeah, I'm hearing your love is what gives them strength. Your love is what empowers them. And we shouldn't never ever underestimate the power of love, because, yeah, power, like love can truly, my dear, move a lot of things, and it can literally heal, and it can empower us, it can transform us. And I really feel like you and your future spouse, the kind of love that you guys have is going to be exactly that. It's going to transform your life and their life, and it's going to give you guys so much strength and, yeah, of course, fulfillment. I mean, of course, life, is never just one way. There are ups and downs when it comes to any area of life. But it's so beautiful when you have a partner who you have such a great connection with, that, you can go together through those ups and downs and, yeah, hold on to each other. And I'm hearing, let your love shield you guys from all the horrible things in the world, like a protection field. You know? This is interesting. It's kind of like no matter what's happening in the world, the love you guys have for each other, it is what is going to protect you guys from the evil out there. This is very interesting. It's kind of like your love is the light, and this light is going to keep you guys safe from the darkness which is found out in the world. I feel like this is a very protected union, and honestly, from the way everything is coming through so far, I feel like maybe for some of you guys, you've never experienced this kind of love before. Your future spouse would like to share with you that one thing that they love about this relationship so much is that you guys do your own thing. You guys, you're not trying to fit into a certain stereotype or into a certain mold or expectations of other people. What you guys are leading with is your love, and you are choosing for yourself how you want to express your relationship and love with each other. And I'm hearing it doesn't have to make sense for other people. The only people it has to make sense to are, of course, you and them. And I really feel like this relationship is gonna truly, yeah, for some reason I'm getting it's gonna make you detach from maybe always wanting to live up to certain expectations or caring about other people's opinions. It's kind of like this relationship is gonna show you at the end of the day, it's all about being happy. And sometimes, maybe you want to express yourself differently from other people, or maybe you want to live differently from others. So it could be the case, my dear, that something about your relationship could be a little bit unconventional, or maybe about the kind of lifestyle you guys want to live. Yeah, it seems like you will do your own thing. That's something I'm getting. You and your future spouse will do something just for yourself, and you're not really going to care about what other people have to say about it because it makes you guys happy, and that's all, of course, which is important. Your future spouse, my dear pal, too, would like to share with you that they're so grateful for having such a great friend in you. They're so grateful for being able to tell you anything that's on their mind. With you, they don't just, yeah, oh my goodness, yeah. They don't have to hide away, or they don't have to hold back. They can speak their truth, and this is something which means so much to them. This is something which is so valuable, to have a partner who you can live your truth in front. Not playing games, not pretending, but just being who you are and speaking your truth. This relationship is so valuable to them. You are so valuable to them. And your future spouse loves the dynamic of your guys' relationship. They love how you guys balance each other out, how you guys have different strengths that you bring into this relationship, how you guys are very encouraging as well to the things that you may see as weaknesses. You guys support each other, and yeah, it truly feels very healing. This is the kind of relationship that may be very healing to you. Your future spouse, my dear, another thing they would like to share with you is you are so beautiful. Period. That's it. They want you to know that you are so beautiful. Yeah. There is so much about you that this person admires. They love when you get ready. They love when you're just casually lounging, like when you're just like doing nothing on the couch. They love it when you take care of yourself. It's like all the different aspects of you they love seeing, and they see beauty in it all. They see so much beauty in you wearing something fancy or something that highlights your beautiful body. At the same time, they love seeing you in a oversized like pajama. They love it all. That's what I'm getting here. You express so many different ways that beauty can come forward, and they feel so blessed, yeah, to be able to see it, or to, yeah, to witness it, and also um Yeah, they love you a lot, my dear. This person has a lot of love for you, which of course makes so much sense because this is your future spouse we're talking about here. But even if this was not a future spouse reading, let's just say this was a normal reading, like something which has nothing to do with love, I would definitely at this point point out so much that, yeah, there is love coming forward, and it is truly like even warming up my heart space, and it's very sweet. Your future spouse could even be very romantic or share with you a lot of sweet gestures. This is the kind of relationship in which you blossom, I'm hearing. And especially for those of you guys who may have unfortunately um, put up a wall or some kind of like tough exterior because you're protecting yourself, right? Because, I mean, let's just face it, there is a lot that we may have to protect ourselves from when it comes to this world, and not everyone has great intentions. So, a lot of people, because of that, they feel like they have to toughen up or they have to keep up this like ice wall between them and the world, right? And it's kind of like your future spouse is melting it. They're melting this ice wall that you have up, and this is something that's also going to be very healing for a lot of you guys. I feel like life has made you cold to some extent for some of you. Negative life experiences have taught you better, and the negative things you have experienced with people, negative intentions have made you want to always, yeah, be able to throw back, you know? And with your future spouse, it's kind of like you can breathe, you know? You don't have to always like sleep with one eye open, you know, like kind of when a person feels very like unsure. You're going to feel very safe with this individual. It's kind of like with your future spouse, this wall that you have up, you can put it down. Yeah, you will trust your future spouse a lot, because I feel like this is a very huge step for you. You may be someone who's very protective of yourself, so if you allow someone in, you really have to know that they're the real deal, or that you can genuinely, trust them. Yeah. For a lot of you guys, this may be very major, a very major step. My dear pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. If you, my dear, would like to claim this energy as yours, let's go with a moon emoji. Drop a moon emoji in the comment section below if you would like to claim this energy as yours. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you from your future spouse? What do you need to know? Now, my dear, let's start straight away with your reading. Let me light up your candle. All right, so as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment and then let's see what messages do we have for you from your future spouse for my beautiful pal 3. Okay, the first message, yeah, okay, one. All right, pal 3, the first thing your future spouse would like to share with you actually goes back to the first time you guys met, or if you haven't met them yet, to the first time you guys will meet. They would like to tell you that they were so intimidated by you. Yeah, you heard correctly. Your future spouse was very intimidated by you, and there are a lot of different reasons for that. First thing I received is your beauty, okay? Your future spouse, yeah, they're saying that you looked so stunning, or you will look very stunning, and this is something that, yeah, is gonna intimidate them a lot. I truly feel like pal 3, you are absolutely your future spouse's type, which makes it even more intimidating. And not to say that your future spouse is not confident. In fact, I feel like they really, really are. But still, there is always this, little fear of rejection, of course. And especially when you feel attracted towards someone to such an extent, you don't want to mess it up. And it could even be the case that your future spouse, they thought very good regarding, how they should approach you. And I definitely see them overthinking it quite a lot, but they don't want to mess up their chance. And they want to give a good first impression. That's something I'm seeing here as well. It's actually quite cute. It's kind of like we're getting a glimpse into their mind, something that they may not share with you personally, but their higher self is coming forward, sharing this with you. Kind of, yeah, exposing them, I would say. And yeah, your future spouse, they're gonna feel very intimidated by you. But as I said, it is not only your beauty, but it's much more. It is also your energy. Your future spouse will sense that you are someone who, I'm hearing, has a lot going for them, and someone who is an incredible human being. And the more they get to know you, they will understand why they got this first impression, and that this first impression was absolutely accurate. Like, for example, they may get the impression that you're someone who has a lot of different talents, or someone who has a lot going for them when it comes to your work and all. And yeah, you are a very empowered individual. This is something I'm getting. And your future spouse will know it. They will see it. They will recognize it in it. Sometimes our energy introduces us before we do. And this is exactly the kind of scenario with you guys here as well. Another thing your future spouse, my dear pal 3, would like to share with you is they love how nurturing you are. You're gonna be very nurturing to them, and this is something that they appreciate. I'm hearing something that they will not take lightly, and they will not take it for granted. So they truly appreciate how you are with them, and that you are truly, my dear pal 3. You are someone who has a lot of love to give, not only to them, but like generally speaking. You're someone who's full of love. You're someone who is such a wonderful and kind human being. It's kind of like you shine your light on many, many people, even like strangers. You may sometimes go somewhere and compliment a random stranger or smile to them. And maybe this smile doesn't mean a lot to you, but this smile could be exactly what, a person needs that day, because maybe they had a bad day, right? And a small smile can give us like so much energy and uplift us in so many different ways, especially when they're coming like out of the blue and we don't expect it. And I really feel like you're someone who has been in the past like the sun for many people, and you're also going to be the sunshine for your future spouse as well. And they're going to hold it very precious. They will see you as very precious. And I feel like there is a lot of respect between you and your future spouse. Let me emphasize it. A lot of respect between you guys. And I'm also hearing a silent understanding. So it's kind of like, I feel like you and your future spouse, you may have, yeah, you're getting each other. Sometimes you may even not have to communicate, honestly, but you will get what the other person may think, or, you know, what they may want to say. You may already be able to pick up on it. You could have a great, like, it's kind of like a telepathic kind of connection, but I feel like it comes from you guys knowing each other very well. Like, yeah. Another thing, my dear pile 3, that I would like to share with you guys, and this is not gender specific, it doesn't matter, but this is all about energy. I would like to share with you guys that your future spouse's energy is pretty masculine, very, very masculine. And I don't know, maybe it's going to be significant to someone, but yeah, very masculine energy coming forward. They could definitely more so be the divine masculine, that's for sure. Someone needs to sleep better or sleep more. Such a random message, but that's what I'm also getting here. Someone may have experienced a love lack of sleep or went to sleep pretty late. Your future spouse, my dear, would like to share with you that in the past, this person has felt stuck. There have been relationships in which they felt very stuck in. However, when it comes to your guys' relationship, they feel so free. And it's kind of like it blows their mind how like there's this contrast between your guys' relationship and maybe like relationships from the past. And as much as the others were pressuring or maybe lacking, yours is uplifting and abundant and free. You and your future spouse are a great example for the fact that just because you're in a relationship, that doesn't mean that you have to feel stuck or trapped. And in fact, you shouldn't feel this way. A healthy relationship should not make you feel trapped. And with you, you both, yeah, both of you guys, you're gonna feel so free. It's kind of like two birds coming together, loving each other, but still not cutting each other's wings off, but actually encouraging each other to fly high. This is what this relationship feels like. You know, sometimes I like to speak in like metaphors and all, and this is exactly what I'm getting for you guys. This is what this energy feels like, which is very, very nice. Your future spouse wants you to know that they will fall in love with you pretty quickly. Like, yes, I have to say it for some of you guys, it could even be love at first sight from their side. As always, take it how it resonates. I know for some of you guys, some people may not believe in it, but if this resonates with you, I'm definitely getting the message that from their side in particular, because I'm not getting your energy, I'm just getting their energy coming through here. It's gonna be love at first sight. Or if you don't believe in it, they're gonna fall in love with you pretty quickly, like more quickly than you may imagine. Oh my goodness. Another thing your future spouse, my dear, would like to share with you is that the chemistry that they have experienced with you is something that they have never experienced before to such an extent. Like your chemistry is just wow. And your relationship, it is so intense, and the attraction regarding intimacy, if you understand what I mean, is also going to be pretty intense, and yeah, something that they've never experienced to such an extent before. Ooh, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. Oh my goodness. I feel like your future spouse is sharing too much right now. Yeah, I'm seeing way more than I think I should right now. But definitely, my dear, know that your future spouse is gonna feel very passionate towards you, and I feel like they will not make us like a secret out of it. No, not the way I'm seeing it coming through. Like your future spouse will let you know. I mean, they will be such a passionate partner, and yeah, very touchy maybe even, or their love language, they may love physical touch. That's something I'm seeing as well. Speaking of love language, I feel like another one could be acts of service, another love language of them. Another thing your future spouse would like to share with you, my dear pal 3, is that you motivate them. You motivate them when it comes to be more determined, I'm hearing, and also be a better version of themselves. The determination is definitely connected to their work, I'm seeing here. You will motivate them to maybe um, do certain things that will allow them to go to the next level, or when it comes to their goals, this person could have certain goals they're trying to work towards, and you could very much be like a great cheerleader of them or motivate them. I'm hearing feeding the determination. That's what I heard. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like your future spouse. If they haven't so far looking into the future, they will, I'm hearing, achieve great heights. This is someone who has a lot of goals in their mind, and they're very determined when it comes to achieving them. And with you, it's kind of like you will bring out the best in them even more, and you will inspire them. Yeah, that's a better way to maybe phrase it. You're going to be a great source of inspiration for them to create a better life or to go to the next level, I'm hearing. My dear pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. If you, my dear, would like to claim this energy as yours, let's go with a flower emoji. Drop a flower emoji to claim this energy. As always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3. Take care, my dear.